Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Vertigo, and this movie is directed by Alfred Hitchcock and it came out in 1958, I believe. What this movie is about, it's about a character named John something. I can't remember the character's last name. Played by James Stewart, and he's a former detective, and what he does is he's just out of his job. He's done, and he gets a call from someone, and that person is asking him to look after his wife because she's been going around at certain locations for no reason at all, and she doesn't seem to remember doing these things, and he's worried if there's something wrong with her. And the movie is a slow burn. It slowly builds up to something, and it's just slowly building and building, and it's really about its characters more than anything. And I wouldn't really call this movie so much as a horror movie as it would just build to, I guess, horror moments. And the horror moments that are in this movie are very effective, and you really do feel as though if you look down, chances are you are going to die. And I'm afraid of heights myself, so this movie definitely got that right. And this movie also feels like it's two different movies from each half of the movie. The first half is building up its characters and eventually something happens, and the second half is more of a mystery-ish kind of movie, and with our main character dealing with something. I can't really say what it is because that would spoil the movie, but it does feel like two separate movies, and I'm glad it's not, because it works just fine as just one film. And the characters are really good and very well written, and I thought the acting was great. I didn't have any problems with any of the performances. And there's one moment that's sticking out to me right now with there's like one little line that's sticking out. It's when our main character saves the wife character from drowning, and he brings her to his apartment, and he can't really say what he's doing because he's kind of supposed to be undercover. He doesn't want her to know that he's spying on her. And he just says, eventually when they meet up again, he's like, yeah, I enjoyed talking to you. This is also a movie that is very heavy with its plot, and the first time I watched this movie, I've seen this movie once before, and I liked it just fine, but watching it a second time, I got more out of it, and I could see clearly what the movie was trying to set up, and it's like, okay, I see what you're setting up right here, and I understand where this is going to eventually lead to, and it did make the movie much better for me, simply because I knew certain things and how they eventually unfold. And I do feel watching this movie even more times, I'll get even more out of it. And in terms of issues that I have, I felt as though the second act was a bit slow. It's kind of where things are slowing down and characters are going through something big, and I felt as though the movie kind of just slammed on the brakes, because before that and after that second act, things were moving by pretty smoothly, and I really enjoyed the pacing. It's just in the middle, it kind of dragged for me, and there's one little sequence in this movie where it's just flashing lights, and it's supposed to get you inside of our main character's head, and I don't feel as though it was that effective for me compared to other early on in the movie where it establishes our main character's fear of heights. And it just shows you a perspective shot of him just like looking down, and it's pretty terrifying. But that's about all I have to say about Vertigo. It's not one of my favorite Hitchcock movies. Out of the four that I have seen, this is my least favorite, but it's still a great movie that I would recommend you check out, and it still holds up all these years later, and it's definitely a movie that I'll be seeing multiple times in the future. So I'm going to give Vertigo an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Vertigo down below. And my social media links, they will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Saw, the final chapter, only it's not the final chapter, it's the 7th one. And there's 2 more after it. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.